So my name's Lilian Gean. I've lived here for I think it's coming up to 5 years.
I'm Lorraine Simon. I live at number 43 Gean Court. I'm the very first person to live in my residence. So naturally, for me to move out, it would be very emotional.
My name is Lesley Adams. I live at 47 Mulberry Court, Leytonstone Road, Leytonstone E11 4HW.
My name's Danny Shannon and I've lived here now for 50 years.
I moved here in 2003 in July, so I've been here about 19 years.
Well, my name's Lorraine. I'm the caretaker of the Avenue estate. I cover the whole area of this estate. Basically, when I first started was 7 years ago, September the 1st.
And of course it was exciting, 3-bedroom, your own kitchen, your own bathroom and everything. Yes, it was very exciting, and yes, I was pleased to be living here. The neighbors then everybody was so nice and we all got on.
It feels like it's not fit for purpose for modern day living, and that because I now work at home, space-wise, it doesn't really work well. So looking at the plans for the new buildings and the new layouts, possible layouts and stuff, it's quite exciting. And even how the new flats are going to be really better for the environment, the space outside for the children, and for somewhere for us to sit.
I think it's a good thing, because I think it's time that they went. They've seen better days, and I think that they need to come down and start a whole new chapter.
So it's deteriorated, which is quite sad because it never used to be like that. You'd be proud to say that you lived here.
It's got us 95%. It is going to happen, but I wouldn't want it to happen. I wouldn't want to move out of my house. You know what I mean? That's my home.
I don't know if it's all going to be knocked down. Some say it's going to be repaired and what have you, and some say no, it's not. So that's it. You don't know nothing.
If I stayed on the estate, I would want to have what I've got now, which is ground floor and a back garden.
If they want to put you in a 1-bedroom place, it's not going to work. You know what I mean? And so we've just got to see what happens. Got a big kitchen, got tables and chairs in your kitchen. You're more likely ain't going to have nothing like that in a regeneration flat. When these was built, they won an awards.
I'll be in a single room or a single bed. No, in a single flat. I won't be in a 2-bedroom flat like it is now. So I do understand that, yes.
The neighborhood is nice. I love the neighborhood. Some family members don't live too far out. And of course you make new friends from different countries, different islands. And we never had much problem here.
I suppose it depends whereabouts on the estate they put you, and I just think that it's nice to be within the community of people that sort of are close and downstairs as well.
If you get your good neighbours next to you, it is good fun. You get lots of noise and music, but it's, you know, you just live with it. You know, it's part of being living here, and it's good.
You know, with music, yes, I had some neighbours who was, oh my goodness, but now they've gone. Thank God they've gone.
Oh, we've had it all.
Yes, we've had it. You know, but now it's peaceful, and you know, there's more. Well, when I say foreign people, no disrespect, but there's more people who we don't really interact because I find, you know, but
different
the old
cultures.
Yes, different cultures. Yeah, different
I think
cultures.
it's more of a language barrier
Yes.
more than like, you know, that, you know, that like a cultural.
I don't really actually know lots of people. I say hello to lots of people. We've got good neighbours all along here. Look out for one another. Or if they've got any problems, they generally come and knock at my house or something like that, and see, and I'll tell them what, you know, who to phone or what to do.
Every Christmas I try and do something different. It's gone from being igloos from Father Christmas's house. The last year I did the chimney, and they always used to come back. They still come past on Christmas, and they love it.
The residents should have like a greenery where it's caged off, where they still have to use a fob to get in it, and basically use it as a vegetable patch, so it helps other people to learn how to grow vegetables, flowers, all sorts of things, and they can grow them or teach the people how to grow them, so everyone on the estate have got fresh fruit and veg.
I suppose it would be nice, really, if not for like children to be safe on the estate. You know, like you've got a park there, you've got a park over there. Having one park, you know what I mean? So everybody can see their children. You know what I mean? Instead of having different places.
I'd get rid of all of that play area completely. They could have I don't know, if you bring too many benches in, you're going to get the drunks and what have you, and the drug fitters, yes, and all that crap. Yeah, they would definitely come in.
My name is Tasneem and I'm 15 years old. My favourite place to daydream at home is probably my room on my own. And my favourite thing to do to relax is probably listen to music. If I could live anywhere in the world, it'd probably be Hawaii because of the beaches. And if I could live anywhere in London, it'd probably be Central. My favourite thing to do in my area is walk around and pretty much just listen to music.
My name is Ashley and I come from Debden. My favourite thing about my house is the fact that it has a back garden. I like gardening, it's one of my hobbies.
My name is Chase, I'm 15 years old, and my favourite thing to do to relax in my house is to listen to music. And usually I prefer to stay at home, and something that would make my house better is if I had more room, so I had more time with myself.
My name is Ethan Ruddock. I'm 14 years old and I attend Leytonstone School. My favourite place in my home to daydream is my bedroom. It's quite quiet and easy to relax. If I could live anywhere, I'd probably choose a quiet rural area, somewhere that's quiet and isolated from other people. I'm quite a loud person, but I do like my space.
My name is Jago Murphy, and I'm 14 years old. I don't really like my area as it's very boring and also very loud at the same time, and it's also quite dodgy and dangerous because I feel like a lot of crime.
My name is Zeki and I'm in year 10. My area is Walthamstow. I've lived here my whole life and I really like living here because the people are very diverse. There's a lot of things to do. It's a very active community and you can always trust that when you're walking down the street you'll see people you recognise.
Another thing that what is altered on his estate is caretakers. We always had a caretaker. Every block had its own caretaker live in. So if there was any weekends, if there was any complaints, that this caretaker would be on duty for the weekend, or that caretaker would be on the duty like weekends. And when I first lived there, at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, caretakers had to go and put a uniform on and walk around the estate to make sure everything was spotless and things like that. There wasn't no dumping.
And I mean, the caretakers are brilliant and they do their best, but I think it's just the people that live on the estate. Some of them just don't look after things like they should. So that's obviously, it deteriorates. And I think a lot of people now, because of the regeneration, I think they just don't bother and they just give up sometimes, so they don't bother as much as,
Yeah, some people look at the tenants and think, oh, because you live in a tower block, you haven't got work. But some of these people get up early in the morning and go to work. Some people are night workers.
For me, in order for these flats, new builds to be sustainable, and no dead ends. That's another thing. The stairwells here, I do my utmost best not to walk. And even when the lifts are broken down, like we have incidents where I think we was having the new lifts put in, and we had to use another side, and that lift played up because it was probably overworked. And
Not opening off, anything can happen.
You can happen. That's how you felt. If someone was coming down and they were up to no good, you had no
escape route.
Yeah.
And when I first started, when I was in the bin room on one occasion, somebody was in the lobby of Gean Court and they fired a gun, and I was really scared. But since then, they've decided to have fire wardens in, which has sort of like lessened the actual rough sleepers, drug dealers, and it's been a lot more quieter.
I mean, being on the ground floor, I think you're more vulnerable. Back a few years ago, we nearly got broken into, because in the summer you like to leave your windows open, but we can't at the moment. Cameras do not reach me, back or front.
It's going to be the last place that we ever live. Like, we want to be able to feel that we can stay here forever.
I know you've got to go quite high for the residents to move into, but not to go too high. I mean, you take all the tower blocks they built all over the borough and all that, pull them all down just to build houses. Now they've got to start building up again. This is the people what's here. You know, it's to me that's a bit wrong. You know what I mean?
I mean, the area itself is not bad at all. I mean, a lot of people look at the block and say, oh no, I don't want to live there. But it's not the block, it's the residents. If you get on with the residents, if you make friends with some of the residents, that is the whole idea of living in a block. It's the residents that make it worth living here, not the looks or the style of the block.